Hi, girls and boys. Hopefully you remember me. It hasn't been that long, but I was in school today and found this. So I thought, oh, I'll bring it home and we can read a little bit each day, and hopefully get through this book. And if we're still home, I also brought some other books home that we can always get started on as well. So I'll read a little bit each day, and when I'm done, you can go on to the writing journal and maybe propose a prediction about what you think might happen, and other kids can do the same in their writing journals. So I think this is where we left off. Remember the boat that all the kids are on got torpedoed, and so they're on this life raft now. Okay. In the hail and gale, our boat surfs up and sleds down the swells, each wave as high as a house. Water slops in, and the crew bails with buckets, hands, shoes, and hats. I tell myself it will be all right. The Royal Navy will come, as they did for the other ship, where all were saved but one. Our convoy will be here soon. The other boys and I clutched the gunwales, white-knuckled, open-mouthed, and yes, half enjoying the thrill ride of slamming up and down the waves, better than any ride at the fairground. Paul huddles in the bow with Miss Cornish, watching us shout. Soaked to the bone, stoked with suspense, I tell myself, this is it? This is the story I'll tell my friends if I don't die first? A ship will come to rescue us. Just hold on, you've got to hold on, I tell myself. 2 more explosions flash in the night, the light exposing a horror show, people clinging to overturned lifeboats, swimming to overloaded rafts, grabbing at floating deck chairs with flailing arms, beseeching hands, voices snatched by the wind. Help me, please. I've got you. Grab my hand. There's a raft. Grab on. Let go. You're pulling me under. There's no more room. You'll drown us all. It's cold. It's so cold. And Billy throws up over the side. What can we do? I shout. We've got to help them. But there are so many people in the water, in the dark, in distress. 20-foot waves, cresting, crashing, smashing. Rain turning to sleet. It hurts to even look. People are swimming and sinking, slamming into boats, rafts, jetsam and florsam, slipping and surfing, sliding and, oh, sucked under. I see something rise in the water, something ahead. It's the fine red rocking horse from the children's playroom. It rears up from the sea, the red horse of war, its mouth open, silently screaming at all it sees, rocking up and down in the waves, past the bodies of those I now know are already dead. Our lifeboat is nearly full, but our captain, Cooper, stares through the wild waves, through the hail, through the gale, to the rafts, and pulls people aboard. One's Cadet Critchley, there's Signalman Mayhew, and 6 Indian Lascars that I haven't met. Peard, over here, yells Cooper, but Peard refuses a hand up, splashing, thrashing through the waves. We see him rescue a boy, pull him to a raft, hand him up, then swim off to rescue another. He's a hero, he is, saving all those children. I want to be just like him, but then, watching him struggle through the waves, I think, heroes can't die, can they? The Benares shudders and groans, slipping farther down into the water. She's going down, shouts Cooper. Man the Fleming gear! Get us away, or she'll suck us down with her. I can help, I say. I know how. That's the stuff, young man, says Cooper. I crawl over people to sit with the sailors working the Fleming gear. Push, pull, push, pull. We work the levers that move the bar, that turns the gears, that propel our boat away and away and away from the sinking ship. We row and row and row. Far off we hear sounds high on the wind, voices from another lifeboat. They're singing. I sing too as I row. And then loudly, defiantly, everyone joins in. A safe distance from the ship, we stop rowing. Steward Purvis pulls out blankets from lockers under the floorboards. How many blankets are there? Asks Cooper. 15, says Purvis. I look around the boat. There are nearly 50 of us, wet and shivering. Not enough, not enough. Most of them go to the crewmen, who are in cotton tunics, who have no coats, and we boys will have to share. Suddenly, all the Benares's lights blaze on, dazzling in the night. Some electrical fault has tripped the switch. She looks just like a Christmas tree, says Fred. Reflections, quicksilver twinkles, dot the water as hissing red flares dash upward to the clearing skies and the gaping moon. One ghostly torch moves round the top deck and bridge of the ship. Look, says Fred. I'll bet that's Captain Nichols making one last round around the ship. A huge searchlight on the horizon sweeps the seas. Is it another U-boat looking to finish us? I quickly crouch down and work faster. Push, pull, pull, get away, get away, get away, as the moon ducks behind a cloud. There's an awful noise of twisting metal. Look, there she goes, I shout. Oh, gasps Miss Cornish, covering her mouth. And we sit helplessly about 300 feet away, watching as the Benares, our getaway ship, our adventure, our floating palace, with its playroom of toys and its shops of jewels and its feasts of chicken and lobster and chocolate and peaches and melon and pineapple and ice cream, and its Captain Nicole up and up and upends, and slick with oil, the Benares slides down the waves with a bang and a groan, and she's gone. I stare at the place where the waves close over the ship. We should record the time, says Cooper. Who else has a watch? Here, says Father O'Sullivan, I have. It's 10:34. Half an hour, says Cooper, grimacing. That's all it took for her to sink. It's like the Benares went to its own grave. It's hard to believe that our big, beautiful ship and our glorious life aboard ever really existed. A cry from the water brings me back to life. Cooper spots one last man, the one who refused a hand up. He's finally spent and tired. Cooper calls out, Gunner Peard, Harry, here, over here, take my hand. He pulls him aboard. Thanks, mate, says Peard. Did your lifeboat swamp? Asks Cooper. I don't know. I never made it to her, says Peard. Was at my gunner station when the torpedo hit. Been swimming for half an hour now. And yet Peard straightens up and yells, Chins up! And from that moment on, Peard is on the move, forging his way through the crowd, foul-mouthed and loud, bossy, unbowed, strong and tough, short and gruff. He's a salty old sea dog, straight from my storybooks. I gaze up at Cooper and think about the quiet bravery, the kindness that saved Peard, the roughneck who rescued all those children, one man, reserved, one raucous, neither much taller than me. Heroes, both of them. Where are the 18 ships in our convoy? Where is our destroyer? When are they coming to fetch us? What if they're not? So I think I'll stop there for today. And like I said, go on the Google Classroom and under writing and make a prediction. See what you think is going to happen. Will they get rescued? How long will they be at sea if they do get rescued? Or, if they don't get rescued, what's going to happen to them? So tune back in here tomorrow and I'll read a few more chapters and we can enjoy this book together. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.